I'll just go to one of the dishes.
Alright, so our next map in our BTB call-out coaching sesh for you nerds in the Big 2-6 is Wayont. So, Wayont is a DMR-centric map. There's no big vehicles, no snipers, only power weapons are a rocket launcher on each side, and it's also the same direction for each base, even though the terrain's a bit different. So rockets will spawn to the right outside of the base on the C stack, and as you can see, for red base, they are in the same location. Also, on each base to the right side in the base by the health pack, there's a GL on each side, and that is it. Aside from a concussion rifle in the very middle of the map on the middle structure. Those are all the power weapons for this map. Then there is a warthog in each base, and there's 2 mongooses in each base. Mongoose, nigga. But here we have blue base. Blue base is the side with the 2 natural caves on each side. Red base has the forged structured caves on each side. So blue base, we have dry cave to the right, water cave to the left. So general callouts for this, you know, similar to some of the hemorrhage and base forge world callouts, we'll have dry cave, we have water cave, we have crow's nest, then rocket spawns, which are just the big C stacks on each side. Then there is, depending on side you're on, right and left dish. Right dish over here, left dish over here. Then there's platforms. So there's right platform, left platform, or theirs and ours. The right-hand platform is red-sided favored. And vice versa, so the left side platform for blue base is the blue side favored platform. Then we have mid, which is just this whole big middle area where the conch spawns. So we got our 2 caves, our bases, our platforms, our dishes, our rocket spawns, which is with the C stacks. Then the front hamburger area of blue side is just in front of blue base. There's also a shotgun that spawns here that I forgot about as far as power weapons. For red side, the shotgun spawns right there at that rock, kind of similar to this side. Then we have the tree line in front of water cave. You can just water cave tree line. And the forged version of that, for the sake of trying to make this symmetrical, we have the struts or pillars here. And that is for the red side equivalent for water cave tree line. Then the cave where Point is standing, the forged cave, that's just Shark's Mouth Cave. And then we have Rock Cave over here on the opposing side, for red side. I'd say that would cover most of it. There's miscellaneous spots around the map with DMR refills, since you do run through the DMR ammo pretty quick on this map. General strats for this map is you want to have dish control for both sides, ideally. A lot of the time it will be you have control of one dish or the other. And pretty much the objective to that is controlling the dish and then having 1 or 2 push up and slay out and be your power players, like a position where Poin's at here. Another good one that is out of a kill boundary is right here when you're playing red side. Great spot. Also, unlike Hemorrhage, this area isn't kill boundaried as hard, but there is a hard kill boundary towards the top of the map. If I go much higher than this, I'm gonna die.
Lost the
Like
lead.
So a typical setup for this is have a loaded hog from the start of the game with the 3, push the right dish side, one will hop out and grab the rockets, and the other 2 will push hard to the dish, or push hard to the power position where you want to push up to. So when taking control of a side on this, you want to be pushed up. It's a good fundamental of most BTB maps, is giving and taking map control and power. So when you're playing for the power position on these maps, generally if you slay out a bit, you want to take a bit of ground, because it'll put the enemy in a much worse situation. So generally for blue side, on the right side, you push up and you're playing outside of this cave area. For red side, you're pushing up on the left side for red. You want to play on the crow's nest area. And pretty much vice versa for each side. So say you're on blue side, you have control of left side, you want to push up to the outside of the shark's mouth cave area. And if you're red side pushing right side, you want to push up to around the water cave exit area. Then you can play some good power points here. Yeah, she's fine. So another spot is a little cheesy area. You can jet back up on some of the sails. Generally this is good for red side, pushing up for water cave control. And pretty much the main point of pushing up is getting spawn traps. So there are spawn points here, there's spawn points in water cave, there's spawn points in the base obviously, there's spawn points in dry cave for blue. Also, rarely people can spawn over in this area. And we're coming to red side. Red side has some spawn points over here. They can be abused by people sitting here. Spawn points in both the caves, like vice versa, and the base. So a big thing with a lot of these maps is if you push up and have map control, and you're starting to spawn kill, you'll be chaining kills off people just for free, pretty much, just for having map control. And that's on most BTB maps. So, yeah, but that wraps it up for Wayont.
Game over.